Yo, financially free people, I hope everybody had a wonderful week this week. Now, this week I'm being joined by financially free Ricky. Now, Ricky has been financially free since birth. His parents made sure that he and them paid off his student loans before he graduated from college, and now Ricky is living the life. He just bought his first property in the Amazon, and guess what? Rented it out on Airbnb and is making a lot of passive income. Now, if you guys are in debt and you want to be financially free like Ricky, come and join me on my journey as I go through 2020 trying to pay off my debt of $83,000. Now, this video today is all about how to start your debt-free journey. These are some lessons that I learned the hard way or I learned along the way when starting my journey earlier this year. And I want to share all those lessons with you guys. Now, the first thing to know is that the journey is not easy. It's going to be a difficult journey. It's going to take a lot of your energy and it's going to take a lot of your time to pay off all that debt that was so easy for you to get into. There are going to be days where you just want to give up and just say, you know what? Screw this, man. I'm done. I can't bother with this. But you have to remember that the pleasure you're going to get out of becoming debt-free, that's the goal of the journey. Another thing is that the worst part of this journey is going to be seeing all that money leave your bank account every single month. But people, remember, it was so easy for you to get in debt. You just have to get out now, climb out. The second thing is to find something that motivates you. Everybody's going to have their different motivating factor. For me personally, my motivating factor is that I don't want to walk around with that debt baggage on my back. See, if something were supposed to happen to me tomorrow, or something were supposed to happen to my wife, I don't want to have to worry about every single day how I'm going to pay my creditors if I can't work or if my wife can't work. I want to be able to say if something happens to me or my wife, at least one of our income can cover the household. So that's my motivation. See, I've had many people say, oh man, JR, you're putting $4,000 towards your debt every month. Look how much investment opportunities you could do with that. Yeah, that's fine. But that's not what's motivating me. What's motivating me is making sure that if anything was supposed to happen, I and my wife will be okay. Now, the third thing to consider when starting your debt-free journey is to find something that's going to motivate you on a daily basis. See, I said earlier, this journey to be debt-free is going to be a hard one, but that doesn't mean that you can't find ways to make it exciting. Now, for me, next week in my semi-monthly debt-free update, I'm going to share with you guys something that I created recently that I'm finding to be very motivating for me. But some of the things that you guys can do at home is, number one, give yourself milestones. Tell yourself, okay, I'm going to do this for myself after paying off every $1,000 or every $2,000. Females or even the males, tell yourself that, hey, I'm not going to go get a haircut or I'm not going to do my hair until I pay off $2,000 in debt. Once I pay off $2,000 in debt, then I can go do my hair. Or you can just tell yourself, hey, I'm not going to buy any new clothes until I pay off $3,000 in debt. So every $3,000 you pay off, you reward yourself. Find ways that's going to motivate you. The fourth thing to consider when you're about to take your debt-free journey is, are you going to be aggressive or are you going to be nonchalant? See, choosing which one you're going to be is going to determine how fast you're going to pay off your debt and how successful you are. Nonchalant, you're probably going to decide to just give up along the road. If you're aggressive with it and you're telling yourself, I'm going to zero out my bank account every single month and pay off that debt every single month, you're probably going to be one of the successful ones who successfully defeated their debt. Now, once you decide what you want to do in step 4, you're going to have to decide what pay down weapon you want to use. Are you going to use the snowball method or are you going to use the avalanche method? For me, I chose the avalanche method because I was going public with my debt-free journey. So going public held me accountable to having to always pay that money. For you, you might choose the snowball method. It's just a matter of self-preference. What do you like more? So the sixth thing to consider is, how will you go about paying down your debt each month? So are you going to zero out your account? Are you going to get a side hustle? Are you going to get a second job? What are you going to do to get that income to pay down your debt monthly? For me, I decided to go the route of getting side hustles and zeroing out my account every single month. That for me has been working well so far, but you have to decide what it is that you are going to be able to do. Now, the seventh thing, and this is really important, especially for people in relationships or are married, you have to sit down with your spouse or your partner and discuss your journey in detail and agree on what you guys are going to do. You cannot go into this journey not agreeing on the same things and being on the same page. You have to be in sync. It's going to be really hard, and it's going to take the support of each person in the relationship to go on the journey. Now, if you're single, hey, good for you. You can go on it on your own and not have to be held accountable to anybody. Now, number 8, don't neglect your human needs. In my first video, I told you guys, on my debt-free journey, I wasn't going to just not have fun or not do anything. I still am human, and I still want to go out with my kids and go out with my wife. So every single month, my wife and I split between the both of us like 8 to 10% of our monthly income. It's not even 10%, to be honest. It's like more like 8%. Yeah, like 8%. So between the both of us, we take 8% of our income and split it down the middle, and we keep it. And that monthly pay helps us to just do little things that we still want to do. I'm not going to be suffering on my debt-free journey. You still have to be human, people. So still find a way to pay yourself. Now, I'm not going to say go out there and give yourself 20% of your income every single month. That just does not make sense. But if you want to follow me, give yourself 4% of your income. That's what I take. Next, please inform your friends and your family. Yes, you have to. Tell them everything. Hey, I'm going on a debt-free journey, and it's going to take me X amount of months to pay it off. And if you guys want to know how to calculate how long it's going to take you to pay off your debt, go back and watch my video on tips and strategies for the debt-free journey. And I actually used the Vertex 42 calculator, and I determined that I could pay off my debt by 2021 January. So if you want to see that, go and check out my tips and strategies video. But you have to let your friends and family know, because they're going to be the ones that are going to be bringing these spontaneous trips to your door, telling you about, hey, let's go party on this weekend in the city, or whatever it might be. They're going to bring it your way, and you want to let them know, hey, I'm on a debt-free journey this year, so please, if you guys could avoid bringing me all the temptations, I'd greatly appreciate it. But that doesn't mean you still can't go out and have fun with your friends. I mean, you still are taking, your 4% pay every single month. So if you can go out and enjoy yourself with your friends, use your money and go out and enjoy yourself with your friends. That's your pay to do whatever you want to do with it every month. Now, for me personally, I've foregone a lot of events with my friends and family this year. So far, my buddies are going to Miami. I can't go to Miami because I don't have the money. My friends asked me to throw a Super Bowl party this year. I had to tell them, hey, I'm on a debt-free journey. I can't do any parties at the house right now. My focus right now is to pay off my debt. So be sure to tell your friends and family about your journey. And last but not least, number 10, you have to envision the end. Every day, every minute, every second you think about your debt and paying off your debt, just picture all the things that you're going to be able to do once you've paid off your debt. Don't think about the large sum of money that you have to pay off. Just think about how it's going to feel when you don't have to worry about a creditor at the end of the month again. Remember, guys, the debt-free journey is not easy, but the joy is going to come in the end when you pay off your debt in full. Now, thanks again for joining me on this video. I hope I was able to bring to you guys some content that's valuable to you. If you liked the video today, please hit the like button. And if you want to follow me on my debt-free journey, subscribe and ring the bell so you can see when I post a new video. And I appreciate all the motivation that you guys give to me every single week.